Hello, hello, are we here? Check 1 2 1 2. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Looks like we're live. Audio's working. First try. Let's get it. What up, Griff? Let me fix my hat, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. There we go. Thank you, Griff. Thanks for joining. UFC 321 live reaction. Let's get it, ladies and gentlemen. It's Saturday afternoon. Football's on, right? We're looking at the UFC pay-per-view in Abu Dhabi this afternoon. It's a little cold in Knoxville today. I had to throw on a hoodie. House a little chilly. Go to Dead End and get you some hillbilly chili on a day like this. UFC 321 in Abu Dhabi, main event Tom Aspinall, heavyweight undisputed champion versus number one contender Ciryl Gane. And then in the co-main event tonight, we got a women's strawweight title on the line. Number one ranked contender Virna Jandiroba versus number 5 Mackenzie Dern. That'll be for the women's strawweight title since we've seen Zhang Wei Li move up. But getting it started here in just a minute with Alexander Rakic here in the main card. Number 7 ranked light heavyweight challenger, minus 118 on the money line. He's going up against Azamat Muzakanov, plus 100 you can get him at. The 10th ranked light heavyweight. Rakic is 33, Muzakanov 36, as Rakic looks like he's coming out to the octagon right now. 14-5 is Alexander Rakic. 15-0 Muzakanov. He's been in the UFC. He had his Dana White Contender Series match in August of 2021. Earned his contract. Since then, 5-0 in UFC. 15-0 overall. And in the last 5 for Rakic, he's 2-3. Lost to Jan Blachowicz, but kind of blew out his knee, it looked like, in that fight. Had some type of knee injury, and that's how that fight ended. But a unanimous decision loss to Magomed Ankalaev, and then knockout to Yuri Prohashka. That's his last 3 losses, 2-3 in his last 5. Rakic has 9 knockouts, 1 submission, 4 decision victories, and Azamat Murzakhanov 11 knockouts, 1 sub, and 3 decisions. Rakic does have a 6-inch height advantage, 6.5-inch reach advantage on Murzakhanov, but fighting in the orthodox stance is Rakic, southpaw for Murzakhanov. Ladies and gentlemen, we're also going to try to go live tonight towards the end of the Tennessee-Kentucky game, give a little college football recap. I've also got my eyes on Ole Miss and Oklahoma right now. That's in the third quarter, 22-13 Ole Miss leads. But right now, UFC, baby. You know, you got to take advantage of some of these opportunities. When do I ever get a Saturday off from work? And not only am I off on a Saturday, we've got UFC not at midnight, not at night when Tennessee's going to be playing tonight, but we got UFC in the afternoon. Tom Aspinall, Big Tom. Can't wait to see what he can bring later on tonight against Ciryl Gane. That'll be the first time I see Tom Aspinall fight live and not, just seeing his highlights. We all know the story behind the whole John Jones having the title and kind of quote-unquote allegedly ducking Tom Aspinall, who ended up getting an interim title and defending that once or twice. And once John Jones kind of retired, he retired for, 2 weeks? Now he's saying he wants back in for the White House card. But we saw him fight a couple times, and Tom Aspinall held the interim title before Dana White announced in a post-fight press conference that Jon Jones is retiring. So that gave Tom Aspinall the undisputed heavyweight title. And now he's about to have his first undisputed heavyweight title defense against the number one contender, Ciryl Gane. Alexander Rakic now coming out. I guess that was Muzakanov at first. I missed the name on that one. My apologies. But yeah, we should be getting started here in a couple minutes. He's getting his check-in as he now heads up the steps and into the octagon. Rakic rocking some white trunks. Looks like it has that tiger camo on it. Wonder how many headshots he got in Call of Duty to get that type of trunks. Props to watch. Rakic to win by KO TKO plus 385. And then Muzakanov, didn't see what that one was. But I've got Muzakanov double chance, knockout, or points. He's undefeated, plus 100 underdog, slight underdog. Almost a pick'em. But I've got double chance, knockout, or points plus 100. Is that right? I've got 5 plays, I think, 4 or 5 plays tonight. I think I've got one in every fight of the main event, or main card tonight. Plus 110, Muzakanov by knockout or on points. So we're looking for a finish or decision victory for Azamat Muzakanov. Bruce Buffer now saying we are live. Shout out to Bruce for watching the live stream right now. He's saying that Skylar with MD Minds is live right now. We are live. UFC 321. Updated the presentation for you guys today. You see the logo right here. I'm going to keep up with the fights here at the bottom, and then obviously the tag in the top left. But hey, we're moving up. We're figuring some things out here. Eventually, I will be able to go live on multiple sites, YouTube, Twitch, hopefully TikTok here soon. Shout out to everybody. Go follow us on TikTok and Instagram and all that at MD Minds. $1 Million Minds Entertainment. Bruce Buffer still doing his introductions. Now introducing Muzakanov. Azamat Muzakanov. Like I said, though, Rakic, not necessarily bigger, but a lot taller. 6-inch height advantage. He's 6'4", Muzakanov 5'10", and a 6.5-inch reach advantage for Rakic, 78-inch reach. And yeah, he's head and shoulders above the cage. He's pretty tall. This is a light heavyweight bout. The last time we were live, UFC 320, we saw Poatan Alex Pereira get that light heavyweight title back from Magomed Ankalaev. We also saw my boy Jiří Procházka with a incredible third round knockout finish over Khalil Roundtree Jr. So a little backstory going into this light heavyweight bout, a little bit down the line in the rankings. But ladies and gentlemen, we're about to get started. Let's go. Beginning of round 1, both fighters touch gloves in the middle. Low kick by Rakic to start. Muzakanov in black and Rakic in white. Body kick by Rakic. We're at 4:40 on the clock. Swing and a miss with a kick from Rakic. Muzakanov just kind of trying to fill him out. Rakic looks physically imposing standing next to Muzakanov. Overhand left from Muzakanov does connect slightly. Another low kick from Rakic. Ooh, a nice body kick by Rakic. That rocked him a little bit. Rakic is rocking with the leg kicks early on. 1 minute into round one, 3-round bout here in the light heavyweight division. Two kicks that are checked by Muzakanov. Overhand right doesn't really connect for Rakic. Rakic going for a single leg. Back to the cage now. Rakic is controlling up against the cage. Neither fighter really doing anything right now. He might be trying to go high crotch. And Muzakanov kind of moves away, but Rakic stays on him on the cage. Now a knee to the leg by Rakic. Control time going up for Alexander. Foot stomp by Rakic. Knee to the leg. Two knees to the leg now by Rakic. He backs off. Muzakanov gets out. Now he comes out swinging. Pressure is on from Muzakanov right now. 2:50 to go, round one. Overhand swing and a miss by Rakic. Leg kick checked by Muzakanov. Now a body shot. Body kick by Rakic. Leg kick, and now a single leg takedown attempt by Rakic. He's going with the high crotch. Muzakanov kind of holding him off, though. He's clamped down in position. Now Muzakanov gets the takedown. Oh, but almost a heel hook attempt by Rakic. Now both fighters back to the feet. Over halfway through round one. Body shot by Muzakanov. It's kind of an even round. It looked like Rakic was coming out going to win round one early, but Muzakanov doing a great job staying in it and fighting back himself. Also got the takedown. It was a takedown attempt from Rakic. Oh, and he got rocked. He got rocked. He's down. Muzakanov, let's go. 16-0. Why was he the underdog? Knockout in round one. Azamat Muzakanov. 1-0 so far on the day, ladies and gentlemen. Plus 110 on the double chance. If you took him knockout straight up, Muzakanov to win by knockout, plus 385 is what I saw. Muzakanov, what a knockout win here early in round one. Maybe not early in round one. Early in the fight in round one. Let's see this replay right here. And it looked like Rakic was coming in with a right overhand, and before he could even get the swing off, it was just really a straight jab up the middle, southpaw stance, right hand, and Rakic just did not see that coming at all as he was ducking in to throw a overhand right. Wow, you don't see many jabs lead to a knockout. It's kind of a jab, but he turned it over into a straight as he was going in. Impressive. Impressive. Looking at the reaction from John Anik now. And Daniel Cormier, Laura Rutledge, not Laura Rutledge, jeez. My mind's still on college football right now. And Rakic seems to be okay. Didn't get a cold-blooded knockout like we saw in the prelims just a little bit ago. That was scary. That was scary. Glad to see that fighter be able to stand up and walk himself out of the octagon. But official decision comes in. All right, ladies and gentlemen, just writing down what happened so I can bring it to you as best I can. Didn't get the time on that one. I think it was 3 minutes, 11 seconds is what he said. I also put my 5 plays in a parlay, $10 to win 400. So 1-0. Let's get it. Let's get it. Daniel Cormier doing the in octagon interviews. Muzakanov talking his stuff, told everybody not to doubt him. He was the plus money underdog, plus 100. Got the round 1 knockout. I'd love to see those odds in that one. Wow. Yeah, once Rakic went down, he just kind of covered up and basically was admitting defeat right there. What a knockout. What a knockout. All right, already through the first fight of the main card. Alexander Rakic gets knocked out in round 1, 3 minutes and 11 seconds into round 1. Azamat Muzakanov with the big victory. He should be moving up in the rankings. He was saying in his post fight word with Daniel. Oh no, Steve Harvey is in Abu Dhabi right now, sitting front row. I wasn't expecting to see that. Jean Silva, they give a shout out as well. But he was saying, I told y'all not to doubt me. I'm coming for the title, and I am going to be fighting for the title soon. So Alexander Rakic looking like the full evolution of Paddy Pimblett right now. Excuse me, Alexander Volkov. I think I said Rakic right there. That'll be coming up. That is our next fight. Alexander Volkov, the number 2 ranked heavyweight, taking on number 5 ranked Jailton Almeida. Almeida, kind of the I wouldn't say heavy favorite, minus 210, plus 176 for Volkov. We're taking Volkov money line, plus 176. So parlay is on the line, and good to know that the parlay is still on the line right now after the first fight here. So just to go back over the plays I got, 1-0 already. Azamat Muzakanov, double chance, knockout or points, plus 110. Got the knockout in round 1. And if you took Muzakanov by knockout, that's plus 385. Second play, we got Alexander Volkov. The line moved from plus 176 to plus 190, actually. So let me write that down real quick so I don't say that again. So Volkov plus 190 right now, just got a money line. The third play, Umar Nurmagomedov by points, minus 133. Then in the co-main event, Virna Jandiroba by submission or on points, plus 147. And then in the main event, I know Tom Aspinall has the record for the shortest average fight time in UFC history. We see so many knockouts that he gets in the first minute, definitely into the first round. I think he's only gone into the second round maybe once in his career, but I've got it to start round 2. I've got the fight to start round 2 minus 138. So that's what we're looking at here. And that 5-leg parlay got a boost in there, 30% as well, plus 44.82, $10 into 458. We're going to try. What if, ladies and gentlemen, what if? Heavyweight rankings, Tom Aspinall, Ciryl Gane, Alexander Volkov, Sergey Pavlovich, Curtis Blades, and Jailton Almeida. Like I said, we're going to try to go live again tonight. Tennessee takes on Kentucky at 7:30. Look to be going live sometime in the fourth quarter probably, and I'll be giving a recap after the game of the whole college football scene as we've been watching along as well today. I've got Ole Miss and Oklahoma. Looks like Oklahoma might have just scored to bring it a little closer. Not showing the score just yet. Ole Miss up 25-20 over Oklahoma right now. 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Big implications for Tennessee in that one. If Oklahoma can win, they'll probably move into the top 10. Not only do they move into the top 10, which makes next week's hopeful win even bigger, but will also give Ole Miss a second conference loss, which anybody that can get conference losses right now helps Tennessee. Oklahoma, only one loss on the season, came in the conference play. But Tennessee will have a great opportunity to build onto a hopeful college football playoff resume next week. Shout out to the bots in the chat. Thank you, bots. Thanks for coming in. All right. Let me go ahead and change this. All right, let's pull up this, see if I can do this. Let's get it. Boom. Y'all weren't supposed to see me typing. We're going to figure that out. I got to remember that for next time. Looks like I might need to move that up a little bit, though. Boom. How's that look? All right, we've got the walkouts. Jailton Almeida coming out right now. 3 years younger, 34 to Alexander Volkov's 37 years. Volkov 38-11. 38-11. He's had so many fights. Jailton Almeida 22-3. In the last 5, both fighters are 4-1. Almeida was on a 15-fight win streak before a KO loss to Curtis Blades. He made his UFC debut in February 2022, and he's 8-1 in the UFC. So only one loss in the UFC, 22-3 overall. He's got 8 knockouts, 13 submissions, 1 decision. That's Almeida. In the last 5, Alexander Volkov, also 4-1. His only loss came to Ciryl Gane by a split decision. 24 knockouts, 4 submissions, 10 decisions for Volkov. He is 6'7" to Almeida's 6'3", 4-inch height advantage for Volkov. Only a 1-inch reach advantage. He's got 80-inch reach, both fighters in the orthodox stance. And like I said, we got Alexander Volkov money line plus 190 to keep the parlay alive. Yeah, we're getting a little fancy here on the stream. I'm figuring some things out, folks. And it's only gonna look better, hopefully. Shout out to the stream for holding up right now. Appreciate that, stream. Oh no, I gotta change my board. I forgot. All right, hold on. Hold on. All right, all right, all right. We got all right, here we go. Here we go. Now we are officially set as Volkov makes his way into the octagon. Let's get it. Looking good. Looking good. This is a heavyweight bout. Alexander Volkov, I think this is pretty much a title contender match, if you ask me. But what do I know, you know? Bruce Buffer beginning, once again, the introduction. So we'll be about 10 minutes away from the fight starting. Alexander Volkov, the second-ranked fighter in the heavyweight division. Jailton Almeida comes in at number 5. Jailton Almeida. So Almeida definitely looks more athletic, you know, just from the eye test. Got the six-pack, got the pecs, just ripped to shit. Volkov, a lot taller, not as lean. But we're riding with Volkov. Man looks like Paddy Pimblett out there if he went through his full Pokemon evolution. I saw that on X. Thought that was pretty funny. It's very accurate, too. Very accurate. Mark Goddard, referee in this bout. Round 1 about to be underway. Almeida with a instant single leg and does get the takedown. They are on a bloody mat. Right in just a big puddle of blood. Dried, obviously. Wiped off, probably. So we got the takedown immediately on top position right now. Not really position yet. And a lot of elbows to the head from Volkov. And he's hitting him in the back of the head, though. Mark Goddard has to let him know no more of that. Almeida did a great job turning his head and making sure that he was in position where he was hitting him in the back of the head. Can't be doing that. Volkov has to be very careful here in the bottom position how he advances because Almeida, like I said earlier, does have 13 submission victories in his career. Very good on the ground. He's holding a top position right now. Both fighters just kind of fighting each other's hands, trying to get position. It's a position battle right now. Volkov does have the leg hook on the right leg of Almeida. Three minutes, 15 seconds to go here in round one. Not much going on right now. Almeida needs to really try to advance position or do something right here, or Goddard's going to step in and stand him up more than likely. Volkov trying to build up to his right hip. He's on his right elbow now, so he's trying to move around and escape from this position right now. Almeida definitely winning round one right now with the control. One takedown and all this control. Not many strikes going on right now, but he's going to have to do something. You don't want to lose position because then Volkov's not going to let him take him back down. And if it's on the feet, I like Volkov's chances at least. A lot better than what we're seeing right now. Volkov scrambles, and now he's on top position. He had some leverage right now. Both fighters kind of... Oh, I don't know what this position is. Both fighters on their butts, just kind of hugging each other right now, face to face. I don't know if I've ever really seen this. Volkov's trying to get that leg free, and looks like he's got top position now. Almeida doing a great job. Oh, and some elbows coming down to the head of Almeida. Almeida in a dangerous position right now. Volkov needs to do a better job of controlling that underhook from Almeida. I would say if he makes these ground strikes count, this could go in Volkov's favor here in round one. Both fighters building up. Volkov now to the feet. He's still got control of that left leg though, does Almeida. He can't get that left leg free. Fighters back on the ground doing a little scrambling now. Volkov back on top. Got some elbows coming down. 2 elbows landed from Volkov. He's doing a lot more damage on the ground than Almeida has done in this whole round. So if we got 30 seconds left, and if this fight kind of stalls out from here in round one, I'm counting at 10-9 Volkov. Maybe I'm a little biased in saying that. What are we doing? He's checking the... Not really sure what happened there. More elbows coming down from Volkov. Another elbow right to the ear of Almeida. Oh, that looked like it hurt. Few punches on the ground. 6 seconds to go. 5 seconds to go. Many punches coming in from Volkov as round one now ends. Horn blows. Volkov, I would say, won round one. Let's check the live odds right here. Let's see if maybe that's moving in Volkov's favor. Fight started Almeida minus 210, Volkov plus 190. Now minus 270 for Volkov. So definitely say he won round one right there. So Almeida went for a single leg takedown, got the takedown early. Rest of the round was on the ground. Volkov was able to scramble and get top position after a couple minutes. And then that's when the damage actually started coming in. The first damage that we've seen in round one came from Volkov. Both fighters do touch up in the middle this time. They did not at the beginning of round one. We'll see how long this fight stays on the feet here in round two. Oh, a big overhand from Almeida. Now he goes for the single leg again. Trips him, takes him down. Almeida with a takedown, now in top position. He's in top mount right now. Almeida doing a great job getting Volkov to the ground. Now throws an elbow himself. Not really much going on here on the ground. Volkov kind of holding Almeida in the position he's in right now. Goddard says you gotta do something here on the ground or he's gonna stand him up again. Not that he did in round 1, but I think he probably should have. Almeida now the slight favorite. Live lines minus 142. Volkov moves to plus 112. So this control time that Almeida, it's been growing. It's been growing through the first couple rounds. He has 2 takedowns. Volkov did a great job getting into top position, raining down some elbows towards the end of round 1. But now we're in round 2 again, and Almeida with more control time. Now they scramble. Almeida on his back. On Volkov's back. He's got top position from the back. Volkov does a good job standing up, and Almeida brings him back to the ground, and now he's on the back again. Got kind of the seat belt hold right now from the back. Bringing the arm up around Volkov's neck. Now the fight goes more to the ground. Almeida still in top position on Volkov's back. Goddard saying don't throw the elbows in the position Volkov was throwing them, and both fighters need to work. Almeida trying to get back to the mount. Volkov had an opportunity to scramble back to his feet and was not able to do it. Throws a couple punches from his back. Almeida in top position still, in more of a mount. Not really much going on here. Mark Goddard's going to stand him up. Mark Goddard's going to stand him up. 90 seconds to go. Is Almeida going to go for another takedown? And he does. A double leg takedown. And just overpowering Volkov right now. Volkov tried to throw a knee, but didn't work. Went for the takedown. Almeida has 5 takedown attempts. Only 1 has missed. So he's having his way with Volkov right now. Volkov back to a plus 200 underdog as we're looking at the live lines here. 50 seconds to go. More top position control from Almeida. Volkov reaching in for a Kimura. Doesn't really look like he's going to be able to get that arm. And it's moving a little bit more. $20 seconds to go here in round 2. Still in a Kimura attempt position, but Almeida's not. He's doing a good job of not giving up his arm. 10 seconds to go, and doesn't look like anything's going to happen from here. 3, 2, 1. Round 2 is done. I definitely would say 10-9 at least for Almeida in that round. Volkov, I don't think, did much of anything as he was on the ground the whole time, even after the fight got stood up. Volkov is saying that his corner is telling him that Almeida is tired and definitely looks to be gassed over in his corner, saying that Volkov needs to do more of, rely more on his boxing. He's fresh. You know, let's see what happens in round 3. We need a big round from Volkov right now. I'd say it's 1-1 right now. He tried to throw a knee on that double leg takedown, and DC saying you can't throw the knee right there. You got to be able to defend first on somebody like Almeida, who's such a good grappler. All right, third and final round about to be underway. Both fighters touch gloves again in the middle. Did not do that in round 1, but did it in the next 2 rounds. 4:50 to go, 10 seconds in. Another takedown attempt from Almeida, gets it, but Volkov doing a great job defending it. Now he's got back to the feet. He has Almeida's left leg back up against the cage. Volkov with a single leg, a takedown attempt. He's got him up against the cage right now. Knee to the body by Volkov up against the cage. Knee to the leg. Another knee to the leg. Knee to the midsection. Both fighters just trading knees up against the cage right now. Volkov with control. Almeida up against the cage, taking another knee. And a scramble back out to the mat. Almeida gets the takedown. Now he's back in top mount position. Volkov throwing some punches from the ground, but Almeida's going to have to do something from this position. I mean, right now we just see him milking the clock as he's done for most of the fight. I don't even know if Volkov's taken much damage at all in this fight. He's just been taken down and controlled on the ground. Now Almeida trying to throw some shots from the top mount position right now. Almeida's not doing much. 2:50 to go in round 3. Third and final round. Jailton, Almeida more in a side mount. Both fighters scrambling. Uh-oh. Almost a triangle submission choke from Volkov, but Almeida is just a little bit too good of a grappler to be caught in a triangle right now. Almeida back to his feet. Volkov still on his back. Volkov seems like he's wearing out as well. Jailton, Almeida really doing a great job of just staying on the ground, controlling Volkov through this fight. Hasn't gotten much damage off at all. I would say that Volkov did more damage to Almeida in round 1 than we've seen Almeida give to Volkov throughout the whole fight. And he scrambles to Volkov's back. Almeida on top. Now he's still got the back more on the mat, though. He falls back. 1:10 to go in round 3, and it's not looking good for Volkov. Volkov absolutely dominating in total strikes, but 91 to Almeida's 25. So, as I said, he's done way more damage than Almeida has done to Volkov, but Volkov with the takedowns and the control on the ground, not looking good. And Goddard's going to stand him up. He said stop, but Almeida threw a couple more punches. With 30 seconds to go, Volkov is bloodied in the left ear. And another takedown attempt and takedown for Almeida. And there's just nothing that Volkov can do right now. 20 seconds to go. Unless he can somehow get him in a chokehold. Not looking like that's about to happen. 10 seconds to go. Almeida's going to get the win. Parlay is going to be done. And terrible way for it to happen. Terrible way for it to happen. Well, all right. That's the second fight of the day. Oklahoma has come back and now leads 26-25. It was 25-13, but Ole Miss is driving in Oklahoma's red zone right now. Volkov had way more damage done to Almeida than it was Almeida to Volkov. But with all the takedowns, with all the control time, I would say 29-27 decision victory for Almeida. On the round props, it was over under 1.5 rounds. This fight goes the distance. Official decision coming in. This is going to be a split decision. Volkov got the win. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let's go. Let's go. Volkov got the split decision victory. Give me that money line. Parlay is still alive. What was I talking about? Oh my God. Wow. Wow, I did not see that coming. I did not see that coming. I scored it 29-27 for it should be 29-28 Almeida. And split decision victory for Volkov. Wow. Wow, I did not see that coming. Let's go. Parlay's still alive. Let's go. Oh my God. We're 2-0, ladies and gentlemen. We're 2-0. I got $10 cash out, $46. Might take that. Next fight, we got Umar Nurmagomedov by points. Wow. Could you tell I didn't see that coming? Excuse me. Could you tell I didn't see that coming? I can't believe that, honestly. Scorecards 29-28 for Almeida, 29-28 for Volkov, 29-28 for Volkov. Alexander Volkov by split decision. Unless you're Merab Dvalishvili, you do not win fights by takedowns. You do not win fights by position. Whenever you control the whole fight, but still take more damage from your opponent, then you should not win that fight. That's how I feel. That's how the judges felt. At least two of them did. And Alexander Volkov by split decision. Wayne Rooney in the building. Abu Dhabi. Ooh, I'm getting hungry. We still got another at least hour and a half. 3 more fights to come. Umar Nurmagomedov, heavy favorite over Mario Bautista in the bantamweight division. In the UFC 321 press conference, Umar was talking back and forth with Dana White, convincing him to say that if this is a great fight, if both of these fighters show what they're capable of, and one comes out with a impressive victory, then this fight will be a contender match to go face Merab Dvalishvili. We saw Umar Nurmagomedov 18-0 before his title shot that he got against Merab in his first title defense after grabbing it from Sean O'Malley. We saw Umar Nurmagomedov lose by decision to Merab Dvalishvili. He just got a little bit too gassed. I mean, you could make the argument that Umar should have won that fight, but that is not how the judges saw it. Merab went on, started his title defenses. He's still defending his title, and I think is he coming back and fighting again before the end of the year? He just had another one over. It was Umar after he got the title from Sean O'Malley. It was Umar, it was Sean, and we saw just recently Corey Sandhagen, all losing to Merab Dvalishvili. He defeated Sugar Sean in their second second fight. He defeated him by submission. UFC 322, Saturday, November 15th, Jack Della Maddalena, Islam Makhachev, and then Valentina Shevchenko, Zhang Weili. Love Zhang Weili. Sean Brady versus Michael Morales, Bo Nickel versus Rodolfo Vieira, Leon Edwards versus Carlos Prates. That's going to be a banger, ladies and gentlemen, and I know bangers. Live from Madison Square Garden, 10 o'clock, Saturday, November 15th. We'll see. I've got some things going on that day, so we'll see if I can go live Saturday night, November 15th for UFC 322 live in MSG, New York City. Prelims begin at 6 o'clock. Benil Dariush versus Benoit Saint Denis. Camera showing Tom Aspinall getting wrapped up right now. I cannot wait to see Big Tom and what he's going to bring to Ciryl Gane. We've got that fight to start round 2. And here in the next fight, Umar Nurmagomedov, Mario Bautista. We've got Umar by points, -160 in this 3-round bout. His last fight it was a decision loss through 5 rounds to not Umar, but Merab Dvalishvili. Three more fights to go. We got Umar and Mario Bautista. Mario, we saw him win against Patchy Mix. I think that was what, UFC 316. Yep, that was the O'Malley and Merab 2 pay-per-view. Mario on an 8-fight win streak coming into this one. Umar was undefeated, 18-0 before that loss to Merab. All right. Oh, shit. All right, got my pen. Dropped my pen, but I got it. Let's. Oh, shoot. We gotta change some things up. So hold on. Here we go. I'm doing it the right way this time, ladies and gentlemen. Also got to change the whiteboard here in just a minute. Boom. Look at that. Hold on 1 second. Gotta line it up. Shit. Boom. There it is. There it is, chat. Biggest robbery I've ever seen. Why am I just now seeing that comment? I'm sorry. No, I don't think so. I don't think that was a robbery. I was surprised. I will say that. I was very surprised that Volkov got a split decision victory. But I feel like, in my opinion, that if you're not doing any damage, control time shouldn't matter. If you're not even going for submission attempts, control time shouldn't even matter. So there were no strikes. I mean, from what I didn't see the final tally, but there was a point in the third round where Alexander Volkov had 91 significant strikes, or maybe total strikes, and Almeida had 25 with all the control time that he had. So if you're not doing anything with that control time, with those positions, with the takedowns, no damage coming out of them, no submission attempts coming out of them, I mean, why should you win the fight? You shouldn't. So I'm going to try to, interact with the live chat. I'm sorry. All right. Let's hope I can fit Umar Nurmagomedov on this board. All right. All right. Chat, we're lit. We're good to go. How did he think that was a robbery? I don't understand. But anyways. We've got Umar Nurmagomedov minus 650 on the money line, plus 480 for Mario Bautista, the number 9 ranked contender. Umar is number 2 behind Sean O'Malley, champion Merab Dvalishvili. 29 years old is Umar, 32 for Bautista. 18-1. Umar, the only loss was his last fight to Merab Dvalishvili, and they said should have been a lot. Or it was very, very close, and it came to a 5-round decision for Merab. 16-2 is Mario Bautista on an 8-fight win streak. UFC 307, he was in a split decision win over Jose Aldo, and UFC 316 unanimous decision over Patchy Mix. Umar Nurmagomedov was undefeated before that title shot at UFC 311 in January. He is now 6-1 in UFC, 18-1 overall. 2 knockouts, 7 submissions, 9 decision wins for Umar. We've got Umar by points today, minus 160. 3 knockouts, 6 submissions, 7 decisions for Mario Bautista. Bautista 5'9", Umar 5'8", 69-inch reach for both fighters. Umar fights in an orthodox stance. Mario Bautista, switch stance fighter. Everybody knows the name Nurmagomedov. Khabib has come out and said that since that loss to Merab, he has never pushed Umar Nurmagomedov as hard as he has here in this fight camp. So that can be very good. He can come out super extra prepared and comes out in a great fashion in this fight, or he could, have overtrained and comes out looking like a shell of himself. So decision win for Umar to keep the parlay alive. Both fighters touch up in the middle. Round 1 is begun. 3-round bout. Bautista with a body shot. Umar catches it, takes him down to the ground. Takedown for Umar. Now he's got his back. Crowd chanting Umar. I might join them here in a second. Both fighters back to the feet, up against the cage. Umar still with a grip on his back. And a nice takedown. Nice takedown from Umar. Both fighters scrambling. Mario's got his leg. He's got a good shot for an ankle lock right here. Oh, he does have an ankle lock. He's got it locked in. Mario with the ankle lock. And he is cranking that. Umar's in trouble. He's got to get out of this. Oh, he's going to have to tap. Umar doing a great job scrambling away, but that is so locked in for Mario Bautista, who lets go of the ankle. Oh, my God. Wow. How is he still in this fight? My ankle would have snapped 30 seconds ago. Right away. Elbow to Mario. Umar on top, side mount position. Umar with a punch, another punch. Mario on his back. Umar in top position. Definitely round 1 is not victory, but it's going in the way of Umar right now. Even though that's submission, I thought Mario ended it right away. Round 1 submission, 9-fight win streak at that point. Heavy underdog in this fight. Umar is lucky to have this fight and his ankle still intact. More scrambles. Umar got him in a headlock. He's got him in a cradle. Scrambles back out of it. Now he's back on top in the mount. Half mount. Mario's going to have to find his way back to the octagon side. Umar still on top outside of the black line, almost up against the cage. Both fighters raining down some punches to each other. Elbow from Umar. Body shot from Umar. See, this, if you're going to have takedowns and ground control time, you got to be throwing in shots. You got to be going for submissions. And that's what we're seeing, a lot of activity right now. In that last fight, Jailton Almeida was doing a great job of getting takedowns and using control time, but he was not throwing any strikes. He was not going for any submissions. He was just holding the fight. And the fighters got stood up 2 times in a 3-round fight. This is what we want to see on the ground. A lot of action. Both fighters back in the scramble. Umar on top. He's got Mario's back. Mario standing up against the cage. Umar's in the air right now. And he trips his arm that was holding Mario up. Now Umar has his back on the ground. Umar back up against the cage. He's got Mario Bautista's back. Not a whole lot going on right now, but Umar still throwing in some strikes. "40 seconds left here in round one. I'd say this is a 10-9 round for Umar, as we've got 30 seconds now remaining. "20 seconds to go. Umar still controlling from the back, throwing in some shots here and there, keeping the activity active. He's got a leg hook on the body triangle from the back. 3 seconds to go. End of round one. 10-9 Umar Nurmagomedov. Mario has to be so let down that he had that ankle lock just in, tight, cranking. He was cranking it. Umar somehow was able to scramble around, as agile as he is, and get out of that. That is one of the most impressive things that I've seen here today at UFC 321. Khabib talking to Umar in the corner right now, saying you've got to move the entire first minute. So we'll see what that means. Round two about to be underway. Live in Abu Dhabi, UFC 321. We've got Umar Nurmagomedov, Mario Bautista. Both fighters do touch gloves in the middle. Body shot or body kick by Umar. Goes up top as well with the kick. Bautista orthodox. Umar southpaw, and he gets kicked. Umar got dropped on that one. Wow. A body kick. Now Umar scrambling, going for the legs. Bautista gets away. Umar got rocked and dropped by a head kick from Bautista. Both fighters exchanging punches now. Body shot. What a leg kick that Umar just ducked into. He ducked right into his knee. And a takedown from Umar. Now he's on top again. Beautiful takedown. Going for the half mount. One minute into round two, and it's been an exciting 60 seconds to open up this round. The fact that Umar got out of that submission and took that knee to the head, got dropped, he fell down, and he's still controlling this fight. I just, so impressive. If he gets this win after surviving this fight, maybe he doesn't even get a finish, but it would be so impressive, and I'd like to see him against Merab again. Might be getting ahead of myself. We still got 3 minutes to go here in round two of a 3-round fight. So still a lot of scrambling on the ground. Mario back up against the cage. Got back to his feet. Umar still got his back. He's not letting him go, though. Bautista doing a great job defensively and a switch. Both fighters now back up to the feet. Bautista with an overhand miss. Umar counters with a 1-2. Jab from Umar. Body kick from Bautista. Bautista goes for the takedown. Moves Umar back up against the cage. Looked like a headbutt. 2 minutes to go here in round 2. Umar with another takedown. I'm not sure if Umar is going to be able to put Bautista away. And hopefully he doesn't. Hopefully he wins by decision. Half mount for Umar. Umar in more of a scarf position. Now he's back in a mount. Half mount side control now for Umar. Bautista trying to scramble out of it. 1 minute, 5 seconds remaining here in round 2 of a bantamweight bout that could be a title contender. And this is a great fight. We're not seeing a whole lot of damage from either fighter, although not Murad, but Umar got dropped with a head kick. Kind of just ducked into the knee of Bautista as he was throwing that. But other than that, not a whole lot of damage. More activity on the ground for sure. Now the fight is back up to the feet. 35 seconds to go here in round 2. Umar is going to have to survive this round. Body shot. A nice counter from Umar. Both fighters kind of stick each other with a jab. Umar with a 1-2. Umar with a head kick. 10 seconds to go. Body kick from Mario. Bautista is attacking late. Umar is surviving. 3 seconds to go. And that is round 2. I'd have to say another 10-9 round to Umar. Bautista is going to have to get the finish. He's going to be trying, and he's very capable right now. He's very capable of getting a finish. But Umar now, the line moves to a minus 850 favorite. Bautista plus 520. I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle a little bit on Mario Bautista money line, just in case. Just in case. So now we got, to keep the parlay alive, Umar by decision. That was minus 160 when I got it. And I just sprinkled a little bit on Mario Bautista money line just in case at plus 520, just in case. But now Umar is going to get the decision win or a finish, and then could be the end of both of them. So if Umar gets a finish, we're screwed. We're screwed, chat. Round 3 has started. Nice body kick from Mario. Mario Bautista is a dog. 4 minutes, 40 seconds to go here in round 3. Nice strike, left overhand from Umar. Kick and a miss. Now he's got a leg kick in. Ooh, Mario goes high with a kick and almost falls. Both fighters with a 1 up the middle. Head kick from Umar. Body kick by Bautista. 1-2 from Bautista, counter from Umar. Very active first minute of round 3. Both fighters standing in the pocket, throwing combinations. Oh, a nice straight from Umar. Oh, a nice takedown attempt from Umar. Gets the takedown, but maybe not. Mario gets back to the feet. Umar's got his back. And he does drag him down to the ground. That should count as a takedown. I've got this 2018 Nurmagomedov after round 2. Another drag down from Umar, who's controlling from the back. Bautista gets back up. Now he's up against the cage. Umar trying to drag him back down to the turf. Mat, maybe. Maybe it's a turf mat. Knee to the body by Nurmagomedov. Bautista does get turned around. Now he's got his back up against the cage. Nurmagomedov he's got a single leg, and he does drag him down. More of a throw down. Now we see Nurmagomedov still on him. He is not going to let him go. Both fighters do get back to the feet, back to the center of the mat. And a double leg takedown by Umar. Nurmagomedov with 7.5 minutes of ground control time. Two minutes to go here in the third and final round. Umar going for a cradle again. Now he's moved back to Bautista's back. Back into that side position. Kind of halfway between both of them. Now he's in the side mount. Nice knee to the body from Umar. We've got 90 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. It's looking good. A lot of heart from Mario in this fight, but I think he's just a little bit outmatched. Still so impressive from Umar to get out of that ankle lock in round 1. We've got 60 seconds to go in this bantamweight bout. Number 2 ranked Umar Nurmagomedov versus number 9 Mario Bautista. Umar drags him back to the ground. Has his back. Bautista doing a great job of getting back to his feet up against the cage. "20 seconds to go here in round 3. Umar just trying to keep control and maybe go for another takedown to definitely solidify. Oh, both fighters back to the feet. Middle of the cage, 10 seconds to go. Knee to the body. Body shot from Mario. He's doing a great job. And then goes for a head kick and misses as the final whistle, horn, whatever it is, blows. And we're looking at a Umar win by decision. Parlay should be staying alive. We'll see, though, after the official decision comes in. Looking to go 3-0. Looking to go 3-0 right now. Ooh. That knee was crazy in round 2. Umar did not get the finish, but I think he does show that after what we saw here, surviving that ankle lock, surviving that kick to the head in round 2, the ankle lock in round 1, that was cranked so hard, I'd have no clue how he survived that. But this is what we're looking at. Final decision, official decision to come in here shortly. Jason Herzog in the middle of the ring with the fighters. But credit to Mario Bautista in this fight. I mean, he showed that he belongs in the top of the rankings for sure. 8-fight win streak coming into this, all heart, just a little bit outclassed from the young Umar Nurmagomedov. Unanimous decision, Umar Nurmagomedov. All right, chat, let me know. Parlays on the line, 3-0, 5-leg parlay. We had Azamat Muzakanov by knockout or points plus 110. Alexander Volkov moneyline plus 190. Umar Nurmagomedov by points minus 133. And we've got Virna Jandiroba by submission or points plus 147. And then in the main event, Tom Aspinall, Ciryl Gane. Fight to start round 2, minus 138. $10 to win, $458.25. Right now, the cash out is sitting at $87. Ooh. I could use that $87. I'm not going to lie. What do I do, Chad? Let me know. Do we let it ride? I mean, I could also use that 458. Umar doing his post-fight interview with DC right now. Don't forget, planning to go live tonight sometime late in the fourth quarter, Tennessee and Kentucky tonight. So we'll see what happens. Vols on the road at Lexington. Umar still talking. He's saying it doesn't matter who wins, Merab or Peter Yan, later this year. I think that's in December. We'll see that. Merab's first main event headline. Title defense in that bantamweight division. Umar's saying it doesn't matter who wins that fight. Whenever he's scheduled to fight again, he will be 100 times better than today. Believe that. And if he gets a rematch with Merab, man. If he gets a rematch with Merab, I'm telling you, I'm going Umar moneyline. He will be the underdog. Alistair Overeem, Tai Tuivasa in the crowd. Kamaru Usman. I've just never understood sunglasses inside. Ooh. Virna Jandiroba tied second most submissions in UFC strawweight history with 3. We've got Virna Jandiroba, who is plus 132 on the money line, minus 156 for Mackenzie Dern in this strawweight title match. Even if you're not a UFC fan, you've probably seen the weigh-ins and face-offs from Mackenzie Dern and Virna Jandiroba. Virna is number 1 ranked women's strawweight contender. Mackenzie Dern, number 5. This is for the women's strawweight title after we saw Zhang Weili move up to what is it? Flyweight, women's flyweight. So she will be on that Marab card as well. UFC, or no, she'll be on the next card, UFC 322, that is headlined by Islam Makhachev, Jack Della Maddalena. And just to go back to that second fight that we saw, it was Alexander Volkov, Jailton, Almeida. We saw Jailton with the takedowns. We saw him with the ground control time. Just absolutely dominated in those statistics. But one statistic he did not dominate in was total strikes, as there was one point in the third round, Volkov had 91 total strikes. Almeida had 25, even with all the control time. I don't know how many submission attempts that he had with all that control time. Definitely didn't have the strikes that Volkov had. Even being controlled, Volkov was still putting in more work than Almeida. And that is why we saw a split decision victory, Volkov over Jailton Almeida. In the first fight, we saw a round 1 knockout, Azamat Muzakanov, 3 minutes 11 seconds into round 1 over Alexander Rakic. So we're heading into the co-main event of the day, afternoon, 3:40 local time here in Knoxville. Let's go ahead and get everything set up real quick. We'll see how this looks. Yeah, a little bit too much. So I'm gonna take that off there at the end, and we'll just rock with it how it's been rocked with. Ladies and gentlemen, we're getting the hang of this, though. I'm enjoying this. Don't forget again, Tennessee, Kentucky tonight. We should be live with that one as well later on into the fourth quarter. And we'll do a recap of college football that's happened all day today. Not very often do I get Saturdays off. Not very often is Tennessee playing at night with a UFC event in the afternoon. So I'm trying to make the most of this Saturday. Having a great time. Parlay is still intact. I'm very excited about that as well. But yeah, let's get it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm really glad I went and got this whiteboard. Really glad I got it. It's come in handy, huh? Mackenzie Dern making her walkout as we're about to get this underway. All right. Women's strawweight title on the line. Plus 132, Virna Jandiroba, number 1 women's strawweight contender. Minus 156 money line, Mackenzie Dern, number 5 ranked contender. Virna Jandiroba, 22-3 overall, 5-0 in the last 5. She had a submission win over Amanda Lemos back in last July. Unanimous decision win over Yan Xiaonan at UFC 314. Mackenzie Dern 3-2 in her last 5. She's 15-5 overall. She lost to Amanda Lemos at UFC 298. 0 knockouts, 8 submissions, 7 decisions for Mackenzie Dern. 1 knockout, 14 submissions, 7 decisions from Virna Jandiroba. Mackenzie Dern 5'4", that's a 1-inch height advantage. 1-inch reach advantage, though, for Virna Jandiroba at 64-inch reach. Both fighters in the orthodox stance. This is the co-main event of the afternoon. Women's strawweight title on the line. It is a vacated title that's on the line after Zhang Weili moved up to women's flyweight. Mackenzie Dern doing her check-ins, now walking up the steps into the octagon. Most submission wins in UFC strawweight history with 5. Second most performance awards in UFC strawweight history with 7. And these two fighters did fight each other before, and it was a, I think, decision win for Mackenzie Dern. Looks like Ole Miss is going to get the win over Oklahoma 34-26. It's 3rd and 10 for the Sooners. 6 seconds remain. I was hoping Oklahoma would get that win. They do have the ball at the Ole Miss 45-yard line with 6 seconds to go, so still a chance in this one. Mateer's going to throw to the end zone, and that is swatted down. Game over. Ole Miss Rebels with the win over the Oklahoma Sooners in Norman, Oklahoma. Oklahoma was a minus 4.5 point favorite in that game. Virna Jandiroba coming out to, I can see clearly now that the rain is gone. I was going to try to do something, but it's not going to work. So I don't know what kind of hat she's got on. Jeez. This is definitely not a battle of aura, because Virna Jandiroba would not win that one at all. So I think both fighters are Brazilian, if I remember correctly. We're coming into this fight now. Live odds: Virna Jandiroba plus 114, Mackenzie Dern minus 134. All the storylines say that UFC wants Mackenzie Dern to win this fight and be the champion in the women's strawweight division. But I don't know. I've got a hunch on Virna Jandiroba in this one. 22-3. Mackenzie Dern 15-5. Although Dern does have a win over Jandiroba. Virna is 5-0 in the last 5. She had a submission win over Amanda Lemos last July And Mackenzie Dern has a loss to Lemos at UFC 298. So UFC math, I've got Jandiroba, not necessarily just for that reason, but whenever they were doing the face-offs, I was expecting Mackenzie Dern to be a lot. I don't want to say thicker, but bigger than Jandiroba, as Virna I thought was a lot slimmer than she looked when they did face off, and the size difference isn't much in Mackenzie Dern's favor. Both fighters now definitely rehydrated, probably put on a couple more pounds since Thursday. Jandiroba now into the ring, doing her jog around the octagon. Not a ring, but an octagon. I grew up on WWE, ladies and gentlemen. So this will be a 5-round fight. Women's strawweight title on the line. Number 1 ranked contender Virna Jandiroba against the number 5 ranked contender Mackenzie Dern. Jandiroba is the slight underdog. We see plus 114, minus 134 for Mackenzie Dern. Bruce Buffer now back on the mic. This is the co-main event of the evening. And now, five rounds for the undisputed UFC Women's Strawweight Championship of the World. All right, let's get it. Mackenzie Dern getting her introduction. My cash out has gone away, ladies and gentlemen. We are riding with a Virna Jandiroba double chance to win by submission or decision. Shout out to the bots in the chat. Appreciate it, bots. Virna Jandiroba. Jandiroba. I guess that's how you pronounce that. Vanderbilt and Missouri has kicked off. Going to be keeping an eye on that one. That's a big one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to begin the co-main event of the afternoon. Round 1 is underway. Virna Jandiroba versus Mackenzie Dern. Jandiroba with a leg kick returned by Dern. Both fighters in the orthodox stance. Leg kick by Dern and a nice jab up the middle. One of these fighters is definitely about to shoot for a takedown. Mackenzie Dern comes swinging with a combination. Nice little smile from her too. She felt like she got her. Both fighters really getting into it. Both fighters getting in their shots and eating the others. Both fighters kind of smiling at each other. I think they're both locked in, both about to enjoy this one. Leg kick miss from Jandiroba. I would say they're pacing themselves, but after what we just saw about 30 seconds ago, maybe not. 1-2 from Jandiroba. Doesn't really connect. Nice left hook from Virna. Nice 1-2 from Virna. Ooh, a nice left hook from Virna. Nice leg kick from Mackenzie, but Virna goes in for a double leg and gets thrown to the mat. Back to the feet they go. Mackenzie Dern looking strong in this one. Mackenzie Dern looking strong in this one. I was expecting this to come out as a grappling affair, and both fighters just standing and swinging in the pocket with each other. Jandiroba finding the range a little bit. Nice leg kick. Ooh. Connections back and forth, ends with a body kick from Virna and a nice takedown from Jandiroba. This is what we need right here. This is what we need, some control time. Let's see if she can stay active. Virna kind of drags her away from the cage a little bit. Looks like she's pulling inside Virna's glove. Ooh, a nice strike from Virna up on top. Mackenzie kicks her off, but Virna now has her leg. Virna standing up. Mackenzie goes for a leg. Virna is Mackenzie Dern is very dangerous from her back. Now stands up. Both fighters now back to the feet, but Dern is closed up against the cage, back to the cage. And now they switch, so Virna up against the cage. Nice knee by Mackenzie Dern. Both fighters back off now, more towards the center of the cage. 90 seconds to go here in round one, and Mackenzie Dern connects with a nice jab that kind of rocked Virna a little bit. Virna gives it right back to her. And a kick attempt, now a takedown for Virna Jandiroba. Virna really needs to start doing something with these takedowns. She's got 2 now. Control time is in her favor, but I'd say the damage and the striking is looking to favor Dern a little bit more. Live lines now move to -174 money line for Mackenzie Dern, +136 for Virna Jandiroba. Moving more in Dern's way now, more in Dern's favor. Both fighters on the ground exchanging punches, now back to the feet. Dern gets pushed up against the cage by Virna. Dern now -215. Couple knees up to the body of Dern. She returns one herself. Swap back to Virna up against the cage now. 15 seconds to go here in round one. I would say probably 10-9 for Mackenzie Dern in this one. All right. We're looking for a Virna Jandiroba double chance win, submission or decision for Jandiroba. Mackenzie Dern looked like she came away 10-9 in round one. Now down to -225 in Dern's favor. -310 now after round one. +225 for Virna Jandiroba. So not really looking good. Parlay is in peril right now. Nice jab from Dern as we're looking at the replays here after round 1. Thank you for tuning in here. UFC 321 live reactions. We're now in the co-main event. Minus 340 now for Mackenzie Dern on the money line. Plus 240 for Virna Jandiroba. Round 2 about to begin. No touching gloves in the middle this time. Mackenzie Dern comes out with a combination. Jandiroba needs to maybe get another takedown. Mackenzie goes for a takedown now. Jandiroba back up against the cage, getting pressed hard. Nice knee to a leg of Jandiroba. Jandiroba backs her off back to the middle of the cage. Ooh, a nice 1-2 from Mackenzie Dern. Looked like Virna connected as well. Leg kick from Dern. Virna returns with a 1-2. Both fighters smiling after they get into these exchanges. This is a very, very good competitive fight. Nice 2 and a 1-2 from Virna. Oh, a nice right overhand. Leg kick from Virna. 1-2 from Mackenzie. Another 1-2. Gets returned by Virna. Both fighters just staying within range of each other, returning punches. Inside leg kick from Virna, and now a shot and a takedown from Jandiroba. The line is moving in Virna's favor. Minus 164 still for Dern, plus 128 for Virna, as she has top position. She really needs to do something, though. She really needs to get a submission attempt, maybe do some damage, throw some strikes. She's 3 of 5 on her takedowns at 60%. 2 minutes, 50 seconds to go here in the second round. I'd say the strikes are pretty even as we approach midway through round 2. This is looking more like Virna's round, but she lets Dern stand up. Back to the feet, middle of the cage. 1-2 from Virna. Another overhand from Virna. Moving closer to even money. This one's going to be a toss-up. 2 minutes to go here in round 2. Ooh, both fighters connect. 1-2s. Something keeps flying off of Dern's hair that Mark Goddard has to go in and pick up from the mat. A nice takedown from Virna, but gets swapped, and now they're scrambling. Virna ends up on top. Nice roll from Dern. Now she's throwing in some hammer fists from the bottom. Elbows from the bottom. Dern is doing a lot of damage right now. Jandiroba's face is getting beaten and bloodied. Back to a pick'em fight here on the money lines. Mackenzie Dern still the slight favorite, but Virna was a plus 340 or plus 240 just before this round started. So I'd say we're looking at a 19-19 scorecard right now, unless something happens here in the next 50 seconds. Round 1 goes to Dern. I'm saying round 2 is going to Virna, which is something that we need. No submission attempts so far here in this fight. There were none in their first matchup together as well. Hammer fist coming from bottom position. Mackenzie Dern landing some. Virna returns one herself. Back to the feet. 10 seconds to go here in round 2. Nice up kicks from Dern, but Virna is not... Ooh, and she hits him with a left hook after Mackenzie Dern stands up. A lot of swelling around the right eye of Virna Jandiroba. Mackenzie Dern says she's feeling good. Doesn't look too tired. Doesn't look as beaten and bloodied as Virna Jandiroba. Although I think Jandiroba had enough control, enough striking and movement to win round 2 there. I'm saying it's tied 1-1 right now. Definitely trying to reduce that swelling under Jandiroba's eye, though. It looks pretty messed up. Give you the live lines here in just a second. It is an absolute pick'em right now. -112 for both fighters as we head into round 3. And this has been very, very exciting. Valentina Shevchenko, the champion. Zhang Weili, the champion. UFC Flyweight Championship on the line, as we now have a vacated title, which is what Dern and Jandiroba are fighting for right now. 15 seconds into round 3. Nice overhand from Virna. Jab from Dern. Jab 1-2 from Dern. Right hook return from Virna. Nice leg kick, but she gets dropped. Leg kick from Dern gets caught. A straight from Jandiroba sends with the leg, sends Dern to the floor. People seem to agree with me. 19-19 scorecard right now. More control time on the ground for Virna, but Dern is just so aggressive on the ground. She kicks Virna back, and both fighters return to the feet. 1 minute into round 3, 5-round bout. Championship on the line in the UFC women's strawweight division. Nice 1-2 from Jandiroba. Jandiroba now southpaw. Orthodox for Dern. Virna goes for a takedown and then fakes it and hits a left hook. Dern trying to go for a takedown. Runs Jandiroba all the way back to the cage. Jandiroba is going to have to do something to get off the cage right here. Would love a submission takedown. Got some elbows coming down to the almost back of the head of Dern. Dern has what looks to be a bruise on her back left side. It's the first time I'm noticing it, but it's a dark bruise. That might have been there for a little bit. All right, what happened? 2:43 to go. Both fighters back in the middle of the cage. Leg kick from Dern. Her eyes are starting to get a little swollen as well. Nice left hook from Dern. Jandiroba with a takedown. Gets stuffed. Now back up against the cage. Dern trying to sweep the leg and go for a takedown. Virna kind of scrambles out of that one, but is again back up against the cage. Mackenzie hasn't done her best in defending the takedowns. Still a slight favorite now. Two minutes to go here in round 3. Mackenzie Dern exchanging with Jandiroba up against the cage. Now they're back out to the middle of the octagon. A nice head kick from Jandiroba going for a single leg. Has Dern backed up against the cage again. Nice takedown up against the cage from Jandiroba. Dern just kind of accepts these positions. Knees to the top of the head. Or excuse me, elbows to the top of the head. Dern from the bottom position. She seems to be very comfortable. Maybe that's why she's giving up these takedowns. But Jandiroba needs a submission attempt or damage or something from this top position. Because as we saw with Alexander Volkov, Jailton Almeida, you know, he didn't do it. Almeida got the takedowns and control time, but not the striking. And that led to a split decision win for Volkov. Virna is doing a great job controlling on the ground. 45 seconds to go here in round 3. This might be 2-1. This might be 2-1 Jandiroba. Maybe, hopefully. The lines aren't showing that. But 30 seconds to go. A lot of elbows coming from Dern. Bottom position still. Jandiroba's gotta do something. Gotta get something going. She is getting strikes in from time to time, but it seems like Dern is doing more damage. Oh, a up kick from bottom position. That was illegal. If that happens again, there would definitely be a point taken. Jandiroba stands back up to the feet. 10 seconds to go. 5 seconds to go. Both fighters back to the feet. Oh, and a nice exchange right there to end round 3. Both fighters' faces swollen right now. Looks like we're looking at a live line minus 130 for Dern, plus 102 for Jandiroba. Jandiroba's corner saying they think she won the round. Very good round. She just needs to breathe, calm down, grab some water, compose herself as we go into round 4 with the parlay still on the line, ladies and gentlemen. I can't believe we're 3-0 so far. I apologize to the subscribers that were looking for a 321 breakdown this week. Schedules did not align with me and Kyle. We're not able to get something done, but I still wanted to bring this to everybody, bring this live reaction. One, I enjoy it, and two, I want to stay tapped in. I want to stay tuned in to the UFC, what's going on, headlines and fights and all that. And it lined up today. I'm off on a Saturday. That doesn't happen. Tennessee plays at night. UFC in the afternoon. That doesn't happen. It all lined up. So I'm trying to take advantage of that. Round 4 is about to begin. Minus 130 live odds for Dern. Plus 102 for Jandiroba as we begin round 4. Into the championship rounds. I'm thinking that's 2-1 Jandiroba, but I could be wrong. The lines do not show that. Ooh, a nice 1-2 ends with a right overhand from Virna. Nice 1-2 from Virna. Nice 1-2 exchange from Dern. Body kick from Dern. Leg kick from Dern. Answers with a straight from Virna. 1-2 from Virna. Both fighters standing in the pocket and exchanging as we're 60 seconds now into round 4. They're scoring, the fans, MMA Twitter is scoring at 29-28 Dern right now. So a round 3 win, it looks like, for Mackenzie Dern. 90 seconds into round 4, both fighters still standing and swinging with each other. I don't want this to be the end of the parlay. Both fighters exchanging punches right now. Leg kick from Virna. Back in the southpaw stance, gets tagged up and now is up against the cage. Mackenzie Dern going for a double leg up against the cage. Virna puts a hook in on her arm. Exchanging knees to the body. Virna up against the cage. Virna's starting to look pretty tired. Dern might have made a mistake going in with this clinch. She was doing a very good job of striking, and now they back off and back into the middle of the octagon. Jandiroba is 6 of 6 on takedown defense. She's scored some takedowns herself. Ooh, a nice feint of the takedown leads to a left hook from Jandiroba. Dern comes back swinging but doesn't connect. Nice right hand from Dern. Leg kick from Jandiroba. Both fighters kind of headbutt each other going in for the swings. 150 to go in round 4. Single leg for Virna does not get it. Both fighters with straights. Two nice left hooks from Jandiroba. 90 seconds to go here in round 4. Line has moved heavily in Mackenzie Dern's favor. Oh, a nice takedown from Jandiroba. Doesn't capitalize. She's still standing up. Dern is on her seat. And I think that was pretty smart by Jandiroba to not go to the ground with Dern, who's been capitalizing. Oh, and Dern with a nice single leg. Dern on top. This is the first time we've seen this tonight, I'm pretty sure. So Dern scoring the takedown. This is going to be probably 2 rounds in Dern's favor after this. 3-1. So it's not looking good. Jandiroba should be doing everything she can to get back up, but she's kind of just accepting this position with 15 seconds to go here in round 4. Three seconds to go. Round 4 is over. It's probably 3-1 Mackenzie Dern. Maybe Virna got round 3. Yeah, I'll just keep dropping my pin. All right, we need a big submission win for Virna Jandiroba for the parlay. We need it. After 4, we're looking at minus 380 on the money line for Mackenzie Dern. Virna Jandiroba plus 270. It's not looking good. We need Virna double chance. Submission or points plus 135, and I just realized I had another one that I wanted. Mackenzie Dern 1+ takedowns minus 105, and I forgot to play it. So that one just hit, unfortunately. I was wanting to throw that in the parlay too, but it wouldn't let me. All right, round 5. 5th and final round. Jandiroba, coming out swinging here in round 5. If she wins this round, there is a chance that she wins the fight, depending on how the judges scored round 3. It was Dern in round 1, Jandiroba in round 2, Dern in round 3 and 4, more than likely, unless they thought Jandiroba did enough in that 3rd round. Both fighters coming out swinging. Dern went for a spinning elbow, but was caught and taken down by Jandiroba. So we need to see something from Virna right here. Would love to see a submission. And she did make that takedown matter as Dern got up, but she shoots for another one. Now it's Virna up against the cage in this clinch. She swaps and puts Dern back up against the cage. .345 to go, round 5. Under 3.5 to go here in this fight. Women's Strawweight Championship title on the line. Virna still has Mackenzie Dern pressed up against the cage. And now she escapes, does Dern, back to the middle. Ooh, a nice tag straight from Mackenzie Dern. 2:50 to go. Ooh, another jab from Dern. Caught her coming in with a swing. Another takedown from Virna. Oh, and Mackenzie's going for a submission. Virna gets right out of it. Oh, she might have a chance at an armbar right here. Virna does a good job defending that. Elbows to the head. Dern has done a great job of being on her back, bottom position, and striking up to Jandiroba. That's where we're going to see a lot of her strike attempts and total strikes here tonight. She just continues to elbow the top of the head of Virna Jandiroba. More elbows to the top of the head. 1:50 to go. Virna needs something if she's going to win this round to hopefully give her a shot to win the fight by decision. But more elbows to Jandiroba. She's got to do something here. She can't just stay in this position. Now she stands up, waiting on Dern to stand up. Jandiroba's still up. Dern seated. Now Goddard's going to stand her up. 1:20 to go here in round 5, coming down to the wire. Swing and a miss from Jandiroba, and again, nice 1-2 from Virna. A nice straight from Virna. 1 minute to go. We're at 50 seconds now. Significant strikes has gone in Mackenzie Dern's way the whole fight. Round 2, they were even. Other than that, she's dominated in the strikes. Nice 1-2 from Virna. Comes back with one from Dern. 30 seconds to go. Does Virna get this round with a couple takedowns she's got? I don't know. And more than likely, she did not get the third round. So, I'd say the parlay is dead, ladies and gentlemen. 15 seconds to go until we find out for sure. And Virna, oh no, she went for a spinning elbow, and Mackenzie went for a takedown at the same time. Dern got the takedown. Now she's on top, doing some ground and pound. As the fight ends, we did go to decision. Looks like Mackenzie Dern is going to get the women's strawweight title. We shall see. We shall see. Both fighters are on the shoulders of somebody from their corner, getting paraded around the octagon. Just don't think. I mean, she got the takedown, she got the ground control time, but like we saw with Jailton Almeida earlier, don't think she did enough damage. She was actually taking damage from Mackenzie Dern. Most of the time that she was in control. So I was hoping that they would score it round 3, 10-9 Jandiroba. Would not surprise me if they went 10-9 for Mackenzie Dern. And if that was the case, then a decision, full fight, went the distance. It's not going to favor Virna Jandiroba in this decision, if I had to guess. Significant strikes, 18-2. Significant ground strikes, that is Dern. 2017 significant ground strikes in Jandiroba's favor. 9 of 17 on takedowns landed for Jandiroba, 2 of 8 for Dern. Distance strikes, 85-63, Dern's favor. So, other than the takedowns and the significant ground strikes, that went to Mackenzie Dern, and we have the decision coming in. Unanimous decision, Mackenzie Dern. And Bruce Buffer's dragging this out. Yep, Mackenzie Dern with the decision victory, women's strawweight champion. What a win for Mackenzie Dern. That was not easy. That was not easy. As she breaks out the tears, the waterworks are coming. And the parlay's dead. The parlay's dead. Should have cashed out. I knew I should have cashed out. When do I ever put a 5-leg parlay in and it 1 wins and 2 wins the first 3? But 3 and 4 on the day so far as we head into the main event. She's saying her daughter's in the crowd. That's her motivation. Never lost in front of her daughter, apparently. Impressive. And she basically just referenced Alexander Volkov's victory over Jailton Almeida, saying that she's glad the judges are realizing when, they get the takedowns, they get the control time, but there's a difference between stalling and actually stalling and taking damage, really, as opposed to a fighter actually doing what they're supposed to do and having significant strikes, attempting submissions. We didn't see that from, we saw some strikes from Virna, but she was getting outstruck from Mackenzie Dern for sure. So let me update this. We are 4 fights in, 1 to go. All right, and her daughter is holding the belt now. That's awesome to see. Good for her. So we are seeing now still the post-fight interview, Daniel Cormier and Mackenzie Dern. Mackenzie Dern wins the title, the vacant title that was left up by Zhang Weili. That was an entertaining fight. That was a very entertaining fight. So. All right. Chris Eubanks Jr. in the crowd, world champion boxer. Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira, UFC Hall of Famer. All right, main event on the way, showing Tom Aspinall in the locker room. Largest significant strike differential in UFC history, plus 5.18 per minute. Also, the shortest average fight time in UFC history. Ciryl Gane, fourth highest significant strike accuracy in UFC heavyweight history, 61.3%. I'm going to be honest. Tom has never seen somebody like Ciryl Gane in his UFC career. He's really wanting that fight with John Jones that we never got to see, or at least as of yet. John Jones is supposedly back in the UFC protocols and all that, so highly doubt Dana gives him that opportunity at the White House that he really wanted, but only time will tell. Also, Conor McGregor should be back in action as well at that card, so we'll see about that as well. Let's get the board fixed. All right, UFC 321, a main event for the heavyweight title. We've got Tom Aspinall, the undisputed champion, against Ciryl Gane, the number one contender in the heavyweight division. They're showing Dana White announced that John Jones has retired in a little highlight package. He was the interim champion, but now Tom Aspinall, the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. We do have fight to start round 2. Would love to see Tom Aspinall come out and dominate, but like I said, I don't think he's fought anybody. I mean, he's been so impressive with all his fights, don't get me wrong, but Ciryl Gane is such an athlete. He's also very good. He's also very good with the striking and very powerful. I'm very excited to see Tom Aspinall fight live for the first time. He's absolutely dominated everybody he's fought. The only loss he has is came against Curtis Blades. He lost in round 1 within the first minute because he blew his knee out. So we'll get to the tail of the tape here in just a second. Ciryl Gane from France. He was also an interim heavyweight champion as well. This is their first matchup. Lost to John Jones in a title fight. He is 3-2 in his last 5. Came to John Jones and Francis Ngannou. Ciryl has come out saying that this will be the best fight of his career. We'll have to see. Tom Aspinall is a dog. Nobody has seen anybody like Tom Aspinall. So Joe Rogan was known as saying this is the next step up in the evolution of heavyweight fighters in the UFC is Tom Aspinall. Once this video package gets underway, I'll be bringing the tail of the tape. And don't forget, later on tonight, we've got Tennessee and Kentucky. I'm looking to go live later on in that game as it's wrapping up. We've got Tom Aspinall and Ciryl Gane right now. So want to thank everybody for tuning in. Glad we could do this today. Up to, looks like 100 views already. So that's what's up. That is what's up. Three and one so far as we head into the main event here at UFC 321. Honestly, probably should have just left that co-main event off the ticket, but who knows? Who cares? Not me. I do care a little bit. World heavyweight title is on the line here in the main event of the UFC 321. Champion Tom Aspinall, minus 370 favorite, plus 295 for the number one challenger contender Ciryl Gane. Tom Aspinall 32, Gane 35. Aspinall 15-3 overall, 13-2 for Gane. 8-1 in the UFC is Tom Aspinall. Only loss, like I said, came to Curtis Blades, a knee injury, but he came back and defeated Curtis Blades in a rematch a little bit later. 3-2 is Ciryl Gane in the last 5, 13-2 overall. Those losses came to John Jones in a title defense for Jones and to Francis Ngannou. Aspinall's got it all. No decisions, 11 knockouts, 4 submissions. Not Ngannou, but Ciryl Gane. 6 knockouts, 3 submissions, 4 decisions. 1-inch height advantage for Aspinall. 3-inch reach advantage, though, for Ciryl Gane. And both fighters fight in the orthodox stance. We're looking at over 1.5 rounds plus 102. Fight to start round 2, though, minus 156. That is the official play, but if you also want to take plus 102 over 1.5 rounds, we'll see what happens. 5-round bout, not going to go to the championship rounds. I don't think Tom Aspinall has even ever been in round 3, so we're going to see what happens here. This is a highly touted matchup. Everybody's been looking forward to Tom Aspinall's return to the octagon. He has not fought in, I'm wanting to say, over a year. Maybe right at a year. Let me look it up real quick. Oops. Aspinall's last fight came to Curtis Blades, a knockout decision 1 minute into the first round, July 27th, 2024 at UFC 304. Oh no, Ciryl Gane came out without his cup. They are going to let him into the octagon, but kind of messes up with the, the routine, kind of messes it up a little bit. Lines are closing in minus 400 for Tom Aspinall, plus 315 for Ciryl Gane. So it's moved a little bit since I was getting ready earlier. Gane is in the ring. Not sure if anybody's brought his cup yet. Live from the Etihad Arena, Abu Dhabi. UFC 321 main event. Tom Aspinall beginning his walkout. The crowd has a mix of cheers and boos for the undisputed champ. What happened to the gold gloves during a title fight? I thought everybody's supposed to be wearing gold gloves. What happened to that? That was cool. Aspinall, very, very confident fella. Some may say a little cocky he's getting, but I think it's very well deserved. We got NFL football all day tomorrow. Make sure you head to the channel and go check out Public Fades NFL Week 8 Best Bets here on MD Minds, $1 Million Radio, $1 Million Minds Entertainment. Make sure you hit subscribe, hit the like button. That helps out a whole lot. Should be going to... Should be coming back live later on tonight. Not exactly sure what time. Tennessee and Kentucky, probably sometime into the fourth quarter. We'll see that one. I'll be live and give a little recap of all the games from today. Right now we got Vanderbilt and Missouri on. Let me see if we're in a commercial break. Let's see if I can give you that score real quick. 3-0 Missouri. 5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Almost said second round. Man, Aspinall is tatted up. Very colorful tattoos as well. All right, this is for all the marbles. Jon Jones took Ciryl Gane to decision in a victory for him. If Aspinall can get a finish over Ciryl Gane, then that would prove him as the best fighter in the world, in my opinion. And if he struggles and loses, then we will never hear the end of it from Jon Jones. I'm telling you that right now. Main event, we are here. They're giving the tale of the tape. 15-3, Tom Aspinall. 13-2, Ciryl Gane. Aspinall is 8-1 since he joined the UFC. Only loss came in a knee injury. First round loss to Curtis Blades. 11 knockouts, 4 submissions, no decisions for Tom Aspinall. He also owns the shortest average fight time in UFC history. Ciryl Gane 3-2 in his last 5. Those losses came in that decision loss to Jon Jones, as well as a loss to Francis Ngannou. 6 knockouts, 3 submissions, 4 decision victories for Ciryl Gane. This will be for the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world. New Call of Duty Black Ops is coming out apparently. Man, I really got into Black Ops, what is it? Black Ops 7? Black Ops 6? Whatever one came out last year. I hadn't been into Call of Duty in a while, and we played that for a couple months. But yeah, I haven't played Xbox. I haven't played Xbox in a couple months now since football season started. Maybe I'll get back to that. I got NCAA or College Football 26 and played that for a month or two, and then Madden came out, and I played that for a week or two. And once football season started, I've been balls to the walls busy. So Bruce Buffer now saying it's time. Lights go out. Spotlights come on. 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC heavyweight championship of the world. Crowd kind of booing Ciryl Gane in the press conference they had on Thursday. A lot of cheers for Gane, so that's kind of interesting. Minus 400 for Tom Aspinall, plus 315 for Ciryl Gane on the straight-up money line. We're looking for this fight to start round 2. Parlay is dead, but 3-1 so far through the day, through this main card. And we're going to wrap it up with one of the most highly sought-after matches fights in a long time. Haven't seen Tom Aspinall since last July. He was waiting it out with the interim title, waiting on John Jones to sign a contract. It looked like a couple different times, looked like we were going to end up getting that fight, but turns out not going to happen, at least right now. Mix of cheers and jeers for Tom Aspinall as he gets his introduction. Fighters walk into the middle of the ring. Middle of the octagon. Both fighters touch gloves a couple different times. All right, we're about to get this started. Aspinall in his squatted position up against the cage. Ciryl Gane standing up. Let's go. Round 1 underway. Fighters touch gloves in the middle. Tom Aspinall comes out with a swing. Body kick. Ciryl going forward. Tom Aspinall showing the pressure right now. Ooh, a nice elbow. Nice elbow from Ciryl Gane. Leg kick. Tom swings and misses. Ooh, a nice head kick from Tom. Another swing. That connected as well. A lot of power from Tom Aspinall. And I'm sure the same is said for Ciryl Gane as well. 4:15 to go. Round 1. Are we going to see a round 1 victory again from Tom Aspinall? Looks like he's kind of filling him out a little bit more than we're used to seeing from Tom. Body shot from Gane. Aspinall with a takedown attempt gets stuffed. Ciryl Gane breaks out of it. Back to the middle of the cage, 3:30 to go. Ladies and gentlemen, my stream is frozen up. What do I do? All right, we're back. 3:20 to go. I might be a little bit behind now, but that's okay. Oh no, we're actually having issues. First time all day that we're having issues with this, actually. Of course, it comes in the main event. See if we can get something going here. Yep, I'm having issues, ladies and gentlemen. It's not great. It's not good either. All right, we're back. 2 minutes, 13 seconds in round 1 to go. All right, we're back. Two minutes to go, under 2 minutes now in round number 1. Body shot from Gane, another one. Nice straight from Gane. A minute and a half to go in round 1. Nice overhand from Gane. Tom smiling at him. Both fighters touch gloves. Ooh, a nice 1-2 from Tom, who is bloodied. He's bleeding from his nose. Another jab from Gane. Those jabs been eating Tom up. Ooh, a nice leg kick. Rocked Gane a little bit. Significant strikes, 23-15 in Gane's favor. It looks like Gane's winning round 1. A nice overhand from Tom. .40 seconds to go, round 1. Tom swings and misses, kind of gets a little rocked. And it looks like Gane with an eye poke. Official timeout with 25 seconds to go here in round 1. Tom definitely gonna probably milk this. I would if I was him. Definitely an eye poke though. Pretty bad eye poke. Looks like both eyes got poked. Jason Herzog, the referee in this fight. Looks like a doctor's coming in to check on Tom. I think Jason Herzog just said, poked him in the fucking eye. Yeah. Yeah, Tom is struggling. We're over 60 seconds into this official timeout. Really bad eye poke, man. I don't think it was intentional or anything from Gane, but I don't want to see the fight end like this, ladies and gentlemen. Jeez. But it's looking like it might. I don't know. We're over 3 minutes now into this stoppage. Oh, he just said, we're giving it a moment, and if you can't see, then we're going to stop this. We're 4 minutes now into the stoppage, and Tom is still with a towel on his eye. Oh, no. The fight is going to be called. Oh, my God. Oh, the fight is called, ladies and gentlemen. What? Tom Aspinall is going to retain his title because he got poked in the eye. I can't believe this. And I don't want to say nothing about Tom Aspinall because I'm sure that eye poke hurt. But wow. Ciryl was on his way to winning round 1. And people are beginning to leave. The crowd is filing out. We're keeping it here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not ending the stream just yet. Tom Aspinall has fought 1 minute in the last 2 years. And all for this. Waited all this time to get poked in the eye and taken out of the fight. Wow. I can't believe this. Tom Aspinall, oh my God. People are booing, and he's like, guys, I just got poked knuckle deep in the eyeball. What the F do you want me to do about it? Why are you booing? Oh. Tom's saying this is BS. He's pissed. The fight was just getting going. A lot of people are probably going to think that, I ain't going to say it. I ain't going to say it. Wow. All right. Well, I guess that's going to... Tom retains his title. All right. Fight did not start second round. I would like to think that would be a voided bet, but over 1.5 rounds, maybe 2. I don't know. I don't know how a no contest works, but that is the official decision. So as we wrap things up, let's go back over everything. The first fight of the day, we saw a round 1 knockout. Azamat Muzakanov, 3 minutes, 11 seconds into round 1 over Alexander Rakic. In the second fight, Alexander Volkov by split decision over Jailton Almeida. Alexander Volkov, like we said, he was getting taken down. He was getting controlled. and was still able to strike from his back, strike from bottom position over a Jailton Almeida. Whenever it went to the feet, he might have got a couple in throughout the fight, but Jailton Almeida went with all the takedowns, every chance he got. He looked like a big Merab, but Merab always tries to advance position. He's always striking. He's always going for submission attempts. We saw a submission victory over Sugar Sean O'Malley back at UFC 316, and Jailton Almeida just was doing none of that. There was one point in the third round that Alexander Volkov had 91 total strikes to Jailton Almeida's 25, and that led to a split decision win for Alexander Volkov. In the third fight, unanimous decision, Umar Nurmagomedov over Mario Bautista. Bautista was coming in with an 8-fight win streak, and Umar Nurmagomedov was 18-0 before he fought for the title against Merab Dvalishvili, and that lost that one by decision. But so 18-1, now 19-1 for Umar Nurmagomedov. But I still think Mario Bautista should move up in the rankings from number 9 in the bantamweight division. He's shown an 8-fight win streak. He showed heart today. I think he was just a little bit outclassed by Umar Nurmagomedov. In the co-main event, Mackenzie Dern, unanimous decision over Virna Jandiroba. That one was pretty much a toss-up throughout up until probably after round 4, midway through round 4. Mackenzie Dern outstruck Virna Jandiroba. Mackenzie Dern, kind of like we saw with Alexander Volkov, was getting taken down, was getting controlled, but was able to strike from her back. And it looked like she feels very comfortable from that position. Very good at Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and all that. So Jandiroba with a loss that ended up killing the parlay. But then in the main event, what we just saw was absolute bullshit. All right. No contest. Tom Aspinall retains his title. He fought 1 minute in the last 2 years leading up to this fight. Wanted to fight John Jones. Waited and waited for Jones to sign a contract. And then he ended up retiring for 2 weeks. So now he got put off until this fight with the number 1 contender, Ciryl Gane. Do we see a rematch? Who does Tom face next? Does he sit out again until the White House card? He didn't take any damage. As long as his eye is, not royally screwed up, then he should be able to come back pretty soon, I would think. Ciryl Gane didn't take any damage. I say line this up maybe for, February, maybe for March. Give him enough time to recover and get back into fight camp for that White House card in June. So yeah, that's how the day ends. UFC 321, a no contest due to an eye poke, and it wasn't just an eye poke. It was pretty in deep, and honestly, it was in both eyes. But Aspinall really was favoring that right eye due to the poke, and that is how the fight ends. So yeah, UFC 321. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. That helps us out so much, you don't even know. We got public fades, NFL Week 8 best bets over on the channel. Go check that out. Also, episode 45 of $1 Million Radio, that going over the games from last week in college football, the games upcoming today that we're about midway through. Looks like the game is 3-3 at halftime, Vanderbilt and Missouri. So that looks like a snooze fest. I might try to watch that and take a nap. But and again, Tennessee plays Kentucky 7:30 Eastern tonight. I'm planning to go live once again later on as the game winds down in the fourth quarter. Give you a little recap from all the games today in college football. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe. We'll try to do this again for UFC 322. That'll be Islam Makhachev, Jack Della Maddalena for the welterweight title. And the co-main event is Zhang Weili and Valentina Shevchenko for the women's flyweight title. That'll be Saturday night, November 15th, live in Madison Square Garden. So ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate everybody that tuned in. I doubt anybody watched the whole, however long we've been doing this. I don't even know where to find that. But, yeah. So that'll do it. UFC 321 is now in the books from Abu Dhabi. We'll be back later tonight with some Tennessee football reactions and the whole college football slate today. So stay tuned for that. Hit subscribe. Join us here again later on tonight. And as always, we'll see you next time.